Okay, so we have seen how we are going to divide the integers. Operation performed will always be division, and when a negative and a positive integer is there, the answer will get a negative sign, and if two negative integers are there, the answer will get a positive sign. Now we move towards properties of division. Now, properties of division, there are not much properties in division because there is no commutative property, there is no closure property, there is no distributive property in division. But yes, we have to only see two properties, that is when we divide an integer by 0 or when we divide an integer by 1. So, properties of division of integers. So, first we write for any integer a, for any integer a divided by 0 is not defined. In mathematics, whenever a number, let it be an integer, let it be a positive number, a negative number, when we divide it by 0, then it is not defined. When we write a divided by 0, that is a upon 0, division we write here. So this is numerator, this is denominator. Denominator cannot be 0. Such a thing, such a kind of operation is not allowed in mathematics. It is not defined, or we say it is called as infinity. A divided by 0 is not defined, or we call it as infinity. This is not possible. Yes, but if 0 is divided by a, but 0 divided by a equals to 0. That means if 0 is divided by any integer, we get the answer here as 0. Here only we can see a divided by 0 is not defined, it is infinity, and if we interchange the digits 0 divided by a, we get an answer 0. That means division is not commutative. Division is not commutative. So this is the first property, and the second property is division by 1. I will rub out this. Okay. This is the second property now. For any integer a divided by 1 equals to a. So this is somewhat an identity. We can call this as divisible identity, because multiplicative identity is also 1 and divisible identity is also 1. So here a divided by 1 equals to a, and this is how we are going to see these sums. Now these properties, they are very important, the rules are very important. As we move forward and we start solving the sums, we start solving the exercise, so you will come to know how we are going to solve all this. Okay, now very quickly we move towards exercise 1.4, question number 1. This is the last exercise we are going to solve, and in exercise 1.4, question number 1, it is written there, evaluate each of the following. So we have a sum. We just have to evaluate using our rules and properties. Properties are not there. There are no properties for division. So the first sum is minus 30 divided by 10. Minus 30 divided by 10. Now 1 is negative integer, 1 is positive integer. So minus and plus, when we divide a negative integer and a positive integer, operation performed would always be division. Yes, but the sign of the answer will always be negative. Here there is no question of bigger number, smaller number. It is only for addition and subtraction. So minus 30 divided by 10. 30 divided by 10, we get the answer as 3. And since one of the integer is negative, we will get a negative sign here. So minus 30 divided by 10, the answer is minus 3. B sum, 50 divided by minus 5, this equals to, again one is positive integer, one is negative integer, division we have to perform, normal division, 50 divided by 5, the answer is 10. One is negative, one is positive, so our answer will get a negative sign. So 50 divided by minus 5, the answer is 10. C sum, minus 36 divided by minus 9. Again, do a normal division. 36 divided by 9, we know the answer is 4. And minus, this minus signs get cancelled out, because minus divided by minus, we get a positive sign. So this will be plus 4. Okay. Then D sum. Let us solve D sum also. Minus 49 divided by 49. Again, 49 divided by 49, the answer will be 1. 1 is minus, 1 is plus, so our answer will get a negative sign. So answer is minus 1. E sum, 13 divided by minus 2 plus 1. Let me check whether it is plus or minus. It is plus. 13 divided by minus 2 plus 1. Okay. Now here we'll have to do a bit of solving, because since here bracket is there, so as per our BODMAS method, we will first solve the bracket. So this equals to, the 13 we will keep it like that only, divided by minus 2 plus 1, minus 2 plus 1. I will rub out the top part. Minus and plus, operation performed is subtraction. So out of 2, 1 is gone. Remember the first exercise 1.2 that we have seen, in that we have seen the properties. So minus 2 and plus 1, the operation performed would be subtraction. So the answer will be 1, and the sign of bigger number, 2 is bigger number and is having a minus sign. So our answer comes to 13 divided by this much part, the answer will be minus 1. Okay. Now it is simple. 1 is positive integer, 1 is negative integer. 13 divided by 1, the answer is 13, and it is negative, so here we will have a negative sign. So minus 13 is the answer. F sum is quite easy. I hope you can do the F sum for homework, because it is 0 divided by minus 12. So F sum, you do it for the homework. G sum, okay, let us stop here only. So this much sums we have done. We'll stop here only, and in next video we'll try to solve the next 3 sums. Thank you.